the studios still put up almost all the money. The studios still control all effective distribution. In return for financing and distributing the average independent picture, the studio gets not only the largest share, at least half, of any profit made by the picture, but more significantly, 100% of what the picture brings in up to a point called the break, or break even, an arbitrary figure usually set at 2.8 times the actual or negative cost of the picture. Still, it is standard for anyone writing about Hollywood to slip out of the economic reality and into a catchier metaphor, usually paleontological. Vide John Simon. I shall not rehearse here the well-known facts of how the industry started dying from being too bulky, toothless, and dated, just like all those Husarians of a few eons ago. So pervasive is this vocabulary of extinction, Simon forgot that the mandatory allusion to the La Brea tar pits, that I am frequently assured by visitors that the studios are morgues, that they are shuttered up, that in the new Hollywood, the studio has no power, but the studio has. January in the last extant stable society. I know that it is January for an empirical fact only because wild mustard glazes the hills an acid yellow, and because there are poinsettias in front of all the bungalows down around Goldwyn and Technicolor, and because many people from Beverly Hills are at La Costa and Palm Springs, and many people from New York are at the Beverly Hills Hotel. This whole town's dead, one such New York visitor tells me. I dropped into the Polo Lounge last night. The place was a wasteland. He tells me this every January, and every January I tell him that people who live and work here do not frequent hotel bars neither before or after dinner, but he seems to prefer his version. On reflection, I can think of only 3 non-industry people in New York whose version of Hollywood corresponds at any point with the reality of the place. And they're Joanna Mankiewicz Davis, Jill Shonery Robinson, and Jean Stein Vandam Heuvel, the daughters respectively of the late screenwriter Herman Mankiewicz, the producer and former production chief at Metro, Dory Scary, and the founder of the Music Corporation of America and Universal Pictures, MCAU. Jules Stein. We don't go for strangers in Hollywood, Cecilia Brady said. Days pass, visitors arrive, scout the Polo Lounge, and leave, confirmed in their conviction that they have penetrated an artfully camouflaged disaster area. The morning mail contains a statement from 20th Century Fox on a picture in which my husband and I are supposed to have points or a percentage. This picture costs $1,367,224.57. It has so far grossed $947,494,000. The statement might argue suggests to the casual subtractor that the picture is about $400,000 short of breaking even, but this is not the case. The statement reports that the picture is $1,389,112.72 short of breaking even. $1 million, however many unrecovered, is literally the bottom line. In lieu of contemplating why a venture that cost $1.3 million and has recovered almost $1 million remains $1.3 million in the red, I decide to get my hair cut, pick up the trades, learn that the Poseidon adventure is grossing $4 million a week, that Adolf Papa Zucker will celebrate his 100th birthday at a dinner sponsored by Paramount, and that James Audrey, Ted Ashley, and Freddie Fields rented a house together in Acapulco over Christmas. At this moment in the Action. James Aubrey is the Metro Goldwinner Mayor. MGM. That's MGM, if you didn't know. Ted Ashley is Warner Brothers. Freddie Fields is Creative Management Associates. First Artists and the Directors Company. The players will change, but the game will stay the same. The bottom line seems clear on the shirt, the survival of Adolf Papa Zukor, but not yet on that of James Aubrey, Ted Ashley, and Freddie Fields. She's talking about the guys that ran and owned the businesses and studios that did and still do run all of Hollywood, pretty much, especially MGM and Warner Brothers. They still run all of it.
Could you look at the camera, please? Look into the camera. You did a good job.
Thanks.
Looks like old stuff, right?
Being good.
Good girl.